गोरा पहनूं ना फंस जाए मैं and very fortunate. I'm insignificance. Insignificance. I gave up chanting of Gaur name, Radha Krishna name. I always engaged myself in worldly intoxication. I'm a very wretched fellow. How I can be happy? Never and never. Oh, Gopchandra, you should be merciful. I'm praying in your lotus feet that be merciful. And I can do bhajan. Oh, Gurudeva hum. Bas. Gurudeva ho nabho vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyaiva cha पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमो महावदन्नाय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायै तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्ण भक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो. We are discussing so high classes of important Siddhant. Very carefully you should give attention. Then even a nectar of even one word you should not miss. It will help you so much, so much. So, we discussed about Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Shraddha again. And then taking shelter in the lotus feet of Gurudev, taking Diksha, Shiksha, serving Gurudev. What? How? Vishrambena Guru Seva. Oh, he is my best bosom friend and protector and saver. Like this. And then, give up all the nonsense things. And then, Nishtha may come. After Nishtha, Ruchi, Ashakti, and then everything. But there are all the explanation of Anya, Vilasita, Sunyam, Jnana, Karma, Dhanavritam, Anukullena, Krishna, Anushilana, Bhakti, Uttama. Barometer is Anya, Vilasita. To please Krishna, to serve Krishna, to chant and do everything by your all senses, continuously, in the guidance of Guru Vaishnava, always like a honey, unbroken stream of honey, like that. This is bhakti. But it is not highest bhakti. If it will be done giving up all kinds of worldly desires, Anya Vilasita, and Jnana Karma Anavritam, not covered with Jnana, and then it will be the highest. Up to Madanakya Bhav. It is not for only sadhana, it is Siddha too. So Radhika's, this Uttama Bhakti is in purest and in fullest form. We are doing sadhana, and due to by the stage of our what we are doing with Annabhilash or Bhakti with covered of Jnana and this, what we are doing, so Bhakti has been told of various kind. And that I just told yesterday. True Bhakti is not, it has been cancelled. It is no Bhakti. It not comes in the category of pure Bhakti. So it has been rejected. Understand why? Why it has been rejected? Always take the barometer of Annabhilashitasam and then judge. To any devotees too, you should take this look and see whether he is following this or no. Then proper you should give respect.
Srila Gurudeva has ordered me to explain why the activities of Dhruva Maharaj are not pure bhakti, why it has been cancelled and rejected.
In brief, note.
Dhruva Maharaj is called a Sakham Bhakta. That means that his bhakti was mixed with karma, the desire to enjoy the fruits of his activities. He desired a kingdom greater than the kingdom of his father, who was the ruler of the whole earth, even greater than the kingdom of Brahma, who is the ruler of the whole universe. His brother was favored by his mother and he wasn't. So he became upset and he wanted to get this kingdom. So his mother advised him to go to the forest, that the best of all mothers and all fathers multiplied millions of times over is Lord Narayan. So Dhruva Maharaj went to the forest, and there Krishna or Bhagavan, seeing him with a strong desire to get his darshan, to get his material fruit, sent Narada as his spiritual master. And under the guidance of Narada Muni, he engaged in great austerities. First, he was only eating the roots of the tree, roots and leaves of plants, and then every few days he was just taking some water, and gradually his austerities became so great that he was only taking air every 12 days. After 6 months, he, carrying the Lord within his heart, he also became heavy like the Lord. Because the Lord was in his heart and the Lord is heavy, Dhruva Maharaj became so heavy, standing on one foot, that he compressed the earth, the whole earth sunk in. And because he wasn't breathing but every 12 days taking a breath, the whole universe became suffocated. So the demigods went to Lord Narayan and said, please do something before the whole universe suffocates. So he was thinking of Lord Narayan within his heart, and then Lord Narayan came out of his heart, his meditation broke, and he saw the Lord face to face. Knowing that his desire was to have a great kingdom to rule, Lord Narayan didn't even waste time hearing from him what he wanted. He just told him, I am going to grant you first the kingdom of this earth, which you'll be able to rule for 36,000 years. And after that, you'll be given a planet, which is the neighboring planet to the Ramapriya Vaikuntha planet, the Vaikuntha planet within this material world. and you'll be able to rule there, on the planet called the Pole Star. Then the Lord disappeared, and Dhruva Maharaj lamented and wept that I was looking for some broken pieces of glass, some material facility, even wanting a kingdom of the universe he now considered as broken pieces of glass. But I found a great jewel, but I neglected that jewel and I accepted this benediction, material benediction from him. So we want to follow Dhruva in the sense of minimizing our material necessities, doing austerities for the sake of reaching the Supreme, but we don't want to follow him in the sense that he had material desires, which was his motivation for serving. So in the Bharamata verse, Anyabhilasita Sunyam, Jnana Karmadi Anavritam, his bhakti was covered. It was avritam, not anavritam. It was covered by karma, the desire to enjoy the fruits of his so-called bhakti. And therefore his bhakti is not pure, and he doesn't fit within the category of Anyabhilasita Sunyam.
After that, Gyan Bhakti comes. Sriman Shyamananda, to explain this, what is Gyan Bhakti? Can you? Why?
Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj.
Why you are disturbing him? Oh, Bhakti Sar Maharaj. What do you mean by Gyan Bhakta? Gyani Bhakta?
So we saw the play of Sri Prahlad Maharaj and his father Hiranyakashipu and the appearance of Lord Nrsingadev. So I won't dwell on the details since we all saw the play. However, we can understand in that play, to make brief, there were two important things. One is we can learn from Prahlad, just as we learn from Dhruva to have determination to achieve our goal. From Prahlad we learn to completely accept the Lord as our protector and our maintainer. And this is considered the most important or sort of lakshana of Sharanagati, Gopratritvatve, to accept the Lord as one's maintainer. And the other symptoms of Sharanagati are considered the Tatastha Lakshana, or subsidiary to that, secondary characteristics. So Prahlad Maharaj demonstrated this very important primary characteristics of Sharanagati, to accept the Lord as his maintainer. He never worried for himself in any dangerous situation created by his father, death-threatening situation. He was only remembering the Lord and chanting the Lord's holy names. At the same time, when he's called Jnana Bhakta because he had knowledge of the Lord's omnipresence. He saw the Lord everywhere. He felt His presence at all times. He saw Him in all things. He had awareness, knowledge of the Lord's omnipresence. He had the knowledge of the Lord's omnipotence, and he had the knowledge of the Lord's omniscience, that the Lord knows all things. He knows everything through all time and all space. He's everywhere, and He's all-powerful. So he never felt any concern or need for himself to worry about anything. But because his worship of the Lord is somewhat covered by this knowledge of the Lord's opulence, when the Lord appeared and fought with Hiranyakashipu and all his demonic armies and destroyed them all, and then he was sitting there still angry. He was sitting roaring still, and everyone was afraid. The demigods were afraid to approach him, and they kind of pushed Prahlad forward. You handle this, because we're too afraid to approach the Lord. And Prahlad came up and sat on the Lord's lap, and the Lord was pacified. But even though the Lord was covered with blood and had just exerted himself in a great heroic battle for his pleasure ultimately, as we know behind the Leela, this was all for his pleasure, that he could manifest his heroic mood and angry mood. Still, Prahlad didn't say, "Oh, my dear Lord, would you like some water?" You see, his knowledge of the Lord's greatness covered his devotion in a way that made it not so spontaneous. Not like Mother Jasoda, who thinks, "Oh, if I don't feed Krishna, he will die." Her knowledge of the Lord's opulence, omniscience, omnipresence, and omnipotence is completely covered and lost in her maternal mood of love and affection for the Lord. So she thinks, without my protection, she's not thinking Krishna is my protector, she's thinking I'm Krishna's protector and I'm his maintainer. So we see there's a difference, a distinction between the bhakti of Prahlad and the bhakti of Mother Jasoda. And this example is that because his bhakti is conditioned by gyan and knowledge of the Lord's aishvarya or opulence, it is that when we measure it by the barometer of anyabhilasita shunyam, we see that his bhakti is somewhat covered by gyan and therefore doesn't quite meet the standard of pure bhakti.
But I want to ask you, his activities and meditation was pure or not? Understand?
Yes.
Was it pure bhakti or not?
Yes, it was pure bhakti, but not of the highest category.
Where is the defect that you tell him Jnani Bhakta? Oh, what you are giving?
She is gone.
You, Madha Maharaj, what I asked, his bhakti was pure or not? If not, then why? Or if it is pure bhakti, then what is some defect, loopholes? Do we want to follow his bhakti or not? This is the question.
So, you have heard from Sripad Bhaktisar Maharaj about Prahlad Maharaj. So Gurudev asked, what is defect in his sadhan?
Not sadhan, in his bhakti. He was not sadhak at all.
What is defect in his bhakti? And why you address him as a Jnani Bhakta? And after that next moment Gurudev asks you, address you all, do you like to follow Prahlad Maharaj or not? Then everyone will answer, no, no. Why not? Something must be there. So Prahlad Maharaj, he has opulence mood. He is seeing his God everywhere. That he is omnipotent, omniscient, everything. He never think that my God is hungry, thirsty. He never thought this is beyond of his expectation. But according to this barometer of Rupa Goswami Pad, Anna Bhilasita Sunnam Gana Karma Dhanavritam Anukullena Krishnanu Bhakti Ruttama. Here, Prahlad Maharaj, the activity of body, mind, sense and emotion is not for completely to satisfy Krishna or to welfare of Krishna, not to pleasing Krishna. So, because he always opulence mood, he is seeing my God is everywhere present, and in God everyone is present there. So he is
always in the mood of
opulence mood. Yes, he always is opulence mood. So his bhakti is not pure bhakti according to Rupa Goswami Pad's definition.
Pure bhakti, but something defect.
I'm going to according to Rupa Goswami Pad's definition.
Don't you can tell that defect.
Not a defect. I told according to Rupa Goswami Pad, it is not pure as Rupa Goswami Pad want to say.
Follow me.
Hare Krishna. Bhakta kalpataru bhakti bhajan bhayi vacha paditanam pavane bho vaishnave bho namo namo.
Now you understood what Brajnath he told? Again you should. here and try to understand. Prahlad is Mahabhagavat, not like Mahabhagavat. But we don't follow. We follow anyone who has the mood of Brajavasi Mandi. This is the main thing. Oh, Krishna is Jashodanandan. Krishna is a friend of cowherd boys. He is Gopi Ballabh or Gopi Nath, Radhana. He is not God at all. He has no opulence. He cannot take his own meal. I will have to give. I will have to give my breast milk. So, he is always playing. I should take him from forest and forcibly I should feed him. Oh, what Prahlad Maharaj did. He thinks that he has no appetite, nothing to do, he never tires, he is Lords of Lords. So he is praying and he is pure Saranagati in Saranagati too. And he is Mahabhagavad. But we want that this bhakti will not direct us to Guru Vrindavan. It may take to somewhat to Vaikuntha bhakti. Nrsimhadev always in Vaikuntha. So this is something that we should think about this. Now, Shuddha Bhakti.
We understand this very beautiful ideal that we want Braja Bhakti, but our acharyas, they have so much emphasized the teachings of Prahlad Maharaj.
Yes.
That we should very clearly understand, and if we say we don't want to follow, devotees may think we should not care for Prahlad Maharaj.
Right, all right.
But still we are cautioned by Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada also, how we should understand these teachings.
Oh, you should understand that in the beginning, as he followed Saranagati, you should follow. As his bhakti was to selfless, even Krishna came in the form of Nrsimhadev and he wanted to give some boon, but he denied. He never thought about his father, mother, like Dhruva, that where is my mother? All these are things that first we should follow these, then Braja Bhakti. So we must follow these things in the beginning. And when you will know that Krishna is Supreme Lord, we should try to be Sharanagat to Him. And then you can develop. Swamiji came, Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada came and told everywhere the first lesson that Krishna is Supreme, Lords of Lords. Very opulent. He can do anything. But he sent me to tell that my task is completed. Now you should go and tell them, all the devotees, clearly, that you should try to forget that Krishna is Supreme Lord. So by the order I am coming and telling you that any good devotee, they should follow practically Prahlad Maharaj in the beginning. But ideal goal may be that, oh Prahlad Maharaj, you should be merciful to me, that I can follow any Brajavasi. Ultimate goal is that. We are in Vaidhi Bhakti, even not Rupanuga. Always this, consider this fact, and then go on doing. Now, Shuddha Bhakti. Who is you should explain. Shuddha Bhakta. Yeah. In very brief. What? But where is the defect? Where is his glory? Oh. Try to hear very patiently. Then you can judge who is in what stage of bhakti.
Om Jnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. So in the progression of the advancement in pure bhakti, now we come to the level of Shuddha Bhakta, someone who is actually considered pure bhakta. Up to this point, their bhakti has not been considered completely in that category, because there is something still covering. In the case of Prahlad Maharaj, Gyan still covering there. In the case of Dhruva Maharaj, he had some tendency toward karma. He wanted to enjoy some opulence of this world. So the Srimad Bhagavatam narrates the story of Maharaj Ambarish. And Ambarish Maharaj, he was completely, fully devoted to Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is described that Ambarish Maharaj was fully serving with all of his bodily senses and his mind. Savai Manak Krishna Padara Vindayor Vachamsi Vaikunta Brunanu Varanane. He was serving with his mind always fixed in Krishna. His words were always glorifying Krishna. His hands and his different organs of his body, his legs, they were always engaged in cleaning the temple, going on pilgrimage to holy places. And constantly his ears were absorbed in hearing Sat Katodaye, constant recitations of Krishna's glories. His nostrils, his sense of smell, were engaged in smelling the very beautiful flowers and tulsi offered to the lotus feet of the Lord. His eyes were engaged in seeing the very beautiful deity forms of the Lord. So like this, all of his senses, his mind, and his bhavs of his heart, they were fully absorbed. So according to the definition of pure bhakti, anyavilashita shunyam jnana karamadi anavritam anukul yena krishnanushilanam. He was constantly doing anukul krishnanushilanam, fully absorbed even with his very bhavs of his heart. So Maharaj Ambarish also had the very outstanding quality Gurudev told the other day, that he had very deep, full faith in the statements of the Shastras. And the Shastras are telling the benefits which are derived in terms of acquiring the blessings of Bhakti Devi if one follows Ekadasi Vrat. So we have heard the story how Ambarish Maharaj, along with his queen and along with so many associates, was going to the Madhuvan forest on the Jamuna river, and there he was performing so many austerities every single Ekadasi and Dvadashi day for one whole entire year, performing Nirjal Ekadasi. And he was constantly hearing the glories of Krishna when he would go on these days. And then at one point, when it was time at the end of 1 year for him to break his Ekadasi fast, if he would not break it at the very exact param time, and if he would go over that param time by even 1 or 2 seconds, then all the benefits of his entire fast would be lost. So at this time, we know that Durvasa Rishi came there. Durvasa Rishi is a very, very powerful Brahma realized Rishi. He can travel anywhere in the whole universe in a single moment. If he looks upon anyone and he says, "Oh, you should die," immediately that person will die. So he had very great power and mystic potencies. And he came there. And at that time, Maharaj Ambarish was just at that moment preparing to break his Ekadasi fast. And all of his Brahmins and advisors were there, and they were telling him, yes, this is the time coming, approaching right now. And suddenly Durvasa Rishi came. Oh, so Maharaj Ambarish, with great respect, he offered his Dandavat pranams to Durvasa. and then he greeted him and asked him to please come. I am just about to break my Ekadasi fast, and it would be my great honor if you would also come and you would observe this great feast. And it is so auspicious that you have come at this moment. So please, come now, and I am just about to break my fast. But Durvasa Rishi told, first I must go, and I will bathe in the Jamuna river, and then I will return. So Maharaj Ambarish told him, we will wait here for you. So as the final minutes were approaching, Maharaj Ambarish was becoming concerned. Durvasa had not come back, and he was asking his advisors what to do, what to do. So just at that very final time, Durvasa had not returned, then his advisors instructed that you should take simply a palmful, just one drop of Sharanamritam, because this can be considered both breaking and also not breaking the Ekadasi fast. So in this way you will not offend your guest, because if one invites a guest to come to Prashad, to observe Prasadam feast, and he does not wait for that guest to come, and he himself takes before that, it is considered a very great transgression of etiquette, and like an insult. So Durvasa Rishi, at the moment when Ambarish Maharaj took this drops of Sharanamritam, he, by his mystic power, immediately he knew, he understood, oh, this king, this puffed up king, he has thought that he is so great that I have come here, great Brahma Rishi, and he will take this feast before me. So he became extremely angry, and he pulled some hairs from his head and he threw it on the ground, and immediately a very powerful fiery demon was created. And then he sent that this demon should go and should immediately destroy and kill Ambarish Maharaj. So the demon was coming toward Maharaj Ambarish, and Maharaj Ambarish was standing there with folded palms, and Durvasa Rishi was cursing Ambarish Maharaj, how foolish and puffed up he is, but very humble, without budging, without being nervous or anything. Maharaj Ambarish was simply standing there. And as this demon approached, immediately from Lord Narayan himself, Sudarshan Chakra came flying in the sky and completely destroyed this demon. So Maharaj Ambarish was standing there, and Durvasa Rishi saw the Sudarshan Chakra, and now the Sudarshan Chakra began to come towards him. So Durvasa Rishi became extremely frightened, because this Sudarshan Chakra is so all-powerful. It is the most powerful weapon in the whole creation. The whole creation can be destroyed by this weapon. So at that moment, immediately, Durvasa Rishi began to run at top speed, and he flew off into the air, into the far corners of the universe. And as he was flying along, the Sudarshan Chakra was simply pursuing him, right behind him. And he was feeling the burning heat of Sudarshan Chakra coming. So as he went, first of all, he went to the abode of Lord Brahma. And in the abode of Lord Brahma, he fell at the feet of Brahmaji. And he told, please protect me, Sudarshan Chakra is coming to burn me. And Brahmaji told, I'm very sorry, Durvasa Rishi, but I do not have the power. This is coming from Vishnu himself. The only person that can stop this is Vishnu, but you can go to Lord Shiva, because he is very dear to Lord Vishnu. Perhaps he can also stop this chakra. So then immediately he flew to the abode of Lord Shiva. And in the abode of Lord Shiva, he fell at his lotus feet, and he begged, please, save me. And Lord Shiva told him, I'm sorry, it is not possible. This is the most powerful weapon of my Lord, Lord Vishnu. So you must go immediately to Lord Vishnu. He's the only one that can save you. And now he flew and flew through the air. And actually he went to the abode of Vishnu within the material world. And in that abode, he fell at the lotus feet of Vishnu. And there he was shaking, and the Sudarshan Chakra was coming closer and closer. And he begged Lord Vishnu, please save me. And Lord Vishnu told him, no, it is not possible, I'm sorry, my dear Rishi. Aham bhakta paradhino hyaspatantra iva dvija. Sadhubir
grasta hridayo bhaktair bhaktai jana priyaha. Aham bhakta paradino. I am not actually independent. I am completely dependent upon my bhakta. I am not svatantra. He is completely controlling me by his love. And my bhakta is, I am within the heart of my bhakta, and the bhakta is within my heart, and even those who are the bhakta of my bhakta, bhaktayar bhakta jana priyaha, those who are priya to my bhakta, oh, they are also very dear to me. So it is not possible for me to save you in this situation because you have offended my pure bhakta. So the only way that you can get released from this, you must immediately go and you must fall at his lotus feet in great repentance with tears in your eyes and beg him to forgive you. And then only will you be protected from the power of my Sudarshan Chakra. Otherwise it will destroy you. So immediately Durvasa Rishi went flying again through the universe, and he came back to the very lotus feet of Maharaj Ambarish. And during this time, 1 entire year had passed. And Maharaj Ambarish had stood there waiting for Durvasa Rishi, and he was praying and praying to Sudarshan Chakra. And actually this is the only reason why Sudarshan Chakra did not completely burn him, because the pure devotee was praying for his protection. So then at that moment Durvasa Rishi, he fell at the lotus feet of Maharaj Ambarish. Maharaj Ambarish immediately prayed to Sudarshan Chakra. Oh please, he glorified Sudarshan Chakra, and he begged him that he would release this Durvasa Rishi. And now Sudarshan Chakra hovered in the sky and then disappeared. Now Durvasa Rishi was so much humbled, and he was crying at the lotus feet of Maharaj Ambarish. And Maharaj Ambarish was feeling very embarrassed that such a great Brahma Rishi was at his feet. And immediately he bowed down and he picked him up. Please, please, don't pay obeisances to me. Please, now I want that you will honor this feast with me. And at that moment, Durvasa Rishi began to praise Maharaj Ambarish. What is that verse? Aho Ananta Dasana Mahima Adrishtame. Today I have seen the Mahima, the glories of the Dasas, those who are the servants of Ananta Vishnu. I have seen their glories. Because even though I tried to destroy them, oh, they are so merciful, so kind, so non-envious, that they prayed for me, for my benefit. So in this way he glorified Maharaj Ambarish, and Maharaj Ambarish begged him, please, now you stay here and you observe a great feast with me. And then Durvasa Rishi accepted. He observed this great feast, and then after that he begged to take leave of Maharaj Ambarish, and he left to go to his abode. So in this way, the glories of the pure Shuddha Bhakta, who is completely surrendered to the lotus feet of Krishna, completely thinking about him and absorbed in him, and has prema in his heart for Krishna. He is so dear to Krishna that if anyone even slightly offends him, Krishna will never forgive that person. It is impossible that that person can be forgiven until and unless he goes to the very pure devotee that he has offended. So this is the lesson of Shastra. And we see that Maharaj Ambarish, he is considered, although he is actually in the stage of sadhaka, he is not in the stage of siddha. Like actually Prahlad Maharaj, he is siddha, like Gurudev told. No longer simply sadhaka. But Maharaj Ambarish, although he's sadhaka, he is considered superior because he is a Shuddha Bhakta, and his bhakti is in a higher stage. It is considered higher because he has engaged all of his senses. According to this verse of Anyavilashita Shunyam, he has engaged all of his senses and his mind and his bhavs of his heart completely in serving Krishna favorably. So in this way, this Shuddha Bhakta in this world, the prime example is Maharaj Ambarish.
Really he engaged in everything. in the service of Krishna. His tongue, mind, hands, feet, heart, head, everything. It is true. But he was sadhana. He was not able to serve her face to face. But Premi Bhakta like Hanuman, face to face to Ramchandra, more superior to Nishingadev. He served Ram in so many ways. So many ways. And he is Siddha, very powerful. But he used to feed Ramchandra. He used to think that Ram will be tired. So he used to take him on his shoulders, soldiers. Always protecting him with his tail like a castle. He went to Lanka and he burnt all Lanka, which was made of only gold and diamonds and jewels. Only for that he has stolen away Sita. He requested Sita to come on his back and he will at once take you to Ram. She denied. Oh, Ram should come here. You cannot touch me. And then he came and took Ram, Lakshman and all. And they went to Lanka and they finished everything and gave kingdom to Vibhishan. And after then 11,000 years he served Ram in various ways. I have no time to explain. So he is serving in a very good way. This Anna Vilas Slok covers all. But there is something. And what is that? He cannot embrace Krishna Ram. Never. If Ram is sitting with Sita in night, he cannot go there. He cannot feed Ram with his remnants, which is very sweet and okay. He cannot. He cannot fight with Ram and defeat. So, not like Laukika Bandhuvat. He cannot serve Ram as a Laukik Bandhuvat, means
Worldly
friendship. But it was in Pandavas, especially in Arjuna. Krishna married his sister to Arjuna. And for Arjuna, in Mahabharata battle, he took the reins of his chariot and he served Arjuna. Even he served his horses. He did so many
Menial service for Arjuna.
menial,
Lowly, humble.
so many things. Arjuna and Krishna can sleep on a same bed. And Krishna can give his feet on the breast of Arjuna. And Arjuna too. He can give his feet on him. Krishna engaged Hanuman, that Hanuman. Or in the service of Arjuna, you should always protect and be on the top of the chariot in Dhwaja. And you will have to serve him. I am serving your master well. I am Ram serving, so you should serve him. So Arjuna, very happy. I think that Draupadi is more superior than Arjuna too. Krishna always followed the order of Draupadi. And he used to tell her, Sakhi, like Braj Sakhi. but something. What?
He is not pleased by them, but not controlled by them.
He cannot send Arjuna to Braja. No. He cannot. If he will see the universal form of Krishna, he will beg. Oh my dear Supreme Lord, excuse me, I have made you like a servant in my chariot. I have told you friend. Oh, now you should excuse by these things. But any Brajavasi, oh, they cannot do. Krishna may show him millions of his universal face, universal form to them, and they will simply laugh and joke. Any ghost has come, not more than that. Krishna showed his universal robe to Mother Yashoda 2 times, and then he, showing this, he feared, and at once called the Brahmins. Oh, what is this? Any ghost in the mouth of Krishna or on me? They told us, oh, anyhow, we will save Krishna and you. Bring a black cow, some cow dung and cow urine, mixed it, and with the tail of cows, oh, we will do save Krishna mantra. Oh, lalate keshavam dhyay, like this. And they did, and where our dakshina? And Yashoda Maiya gave so many donations. So, even by saying innocent, oh, they don't care for that. But for Pandavas, they cannot. Sometimes they are polite, sometimes when they forget this, then like friend. But not bosom friend as Brajavasi, cowherd boy. They can defeat Krishna. Arjuna cannot give any sweet thing from his mouth to Krishna. He has no dare. But Brajavasi, what can they? If they are taking anything very sweet, then they will take from their mouths and give him. Oh, Krishna, how? And Krishna will happily take it. Oh, very, 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 very sweet, very sweet. So, Arjuna and Pandavas cannot. They have sometimes Aishwarjamai Bhakti. The appellants, they can see the appellants of Krishna. So he could not send him. But why he was under the control of Arjuna? You know, only there was a Sakha in Braja. His name was Arjuna, and he was Priya Narma Sakha. So by this reference, similarity by name, he used to love Arjuna.
Wasn't the Arjuna Dwaka an expansion of the Arjuna Braj?
Yes. He is the extension of Braja Arjuna, and Dwarka Krishna is Arjuna really. So, no. Arjuna in Braja, Dham, Sridham, Sudam, Vasudam, Lavanga, Ujjwal, Arjun, Kokil, Bringa, Basanta, Subal Sakha, and then Madhumangal. They are very high class of bosom friend. They can go up to Mahabhav also, Subal and. So Arjuna cannot be like this. But more than that, Uddhav is Prem Parabhakt, Prematu. Pandavas are Prem Par, and Uddhav is why Prematu? More superior than Arjuna. He was so much qualified that, Uddhav, my father and mother, especially my beloved gopis are dying in separation. I am also dying in their separation. But there are some certain things that I cannot go. I cannot satisfy gopis. When I will go, they will burn into more separations. That is why for them I am not going. Please go and satisfy my father, mother, Brajavasi, even cow, calves, and especially my gopis, and especially Lalita Vishakha, in especial Radhika. Very soon I am coming. Other, you should not tell by your
own
words. Only what I am giving, so many sambhas, so many messages. So one after you should give them. So he went there. He wanted to send Uddhav in the school where Krishna has learned of prem. Nishwart, Nirmal prem.
selfless, pure.
Yeah. Because Krishna had learnt all this from the school of love and affection in Braja, principally Srimati Radhika, the Lalita Vishakha are head of the departments, and others. And Krishna learned prem. What is prem? Radhaya Pranayam. This is look applied to there. And then he said that he should be admitted in the school of gopis. But when he went there, gopis took his examine whether he should be admitted in our school or not. And Uddhav felt he was not admitted in this school. But he realized, oh, how glorious this school is. And then he began to pray. Bande Nanda Praja Istrinam Padarenu Mafikrisha Jasang Hari Kathod Gita Punat Bhuanatrayam. I am bowing down. Even one dust of any gopi of Praja. But it would be better that I should pray one dust of Srimati Radhika lotus feet. And then to serve Radhika. Sri Uddhav prayed like this. And he thought that I am not qualified to be in this school. So he knew the glory from far away. And he returned back to Krishna. Oh Krishna, you should come to Vrindavan yourself. I cannot do anything. I went there, but I increased their separation. I made them more suffering. So please, you should come. Otherwise they will die. All cows will die. Father, mother die. So if you want to save Praja, then you must come. Krishna began to weep and weep. Uddhav could not understand Krishna's heart. How soft is the heart of Krishna. He was feeling more separation that Gopi felt separation for Krishna. But none is to help, to share. So he told Uddhav, you have gone there and have touched some glory of gopis. Now I can tell something about my heart, how I am feeling. I send you only for this action. So Uddhav is Prema Atur. Atur means, very much excited or what?
Too much excited by
Overwhelmed. Overwhelmed with the love and affection he saw in gopis. He could not imagine that why Krishna came from Braja. All love him most. In Dwarka and Mathura, not so much. And why he married with 6,000 of wives here? Why he married? And so many children? Why he did? Oh, he could not calculate with his mind. So Krishna was repenting and repenting for gopis. He could not tell all this, his heart, to open his heart to Uddhava too. He wanted to come, but there was some restriction that he could not. So there, Uddhava is Prematu, and he is glorified and want to serve. But he cannot be a grass of Vrindavan to serve gopis. He wanted, but he wanted. So gopis are not merely any bhakta. They are the expansion of Krishna. Only expansion. No difference. Kalabhi. What? Nijarupataya Kalabi. Kalabi means, oh, the manifestation of Krishna. Kai Buhlai. Or sometimes, some gopi, especially Radha, is superior to Krishna in this respect about loving each other. Srimati Radhika, love is of Madanakya bhav, Krishna cannot touch. So to enjoy this Madanakya bhav, he came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sachinandan Gaur. Gaur Hari Ki Gaur. All the devotees should be ready for drama play. And you
gave the definition of prem atur. What is the definition of par? Prem par.
Superior?
Prem par bhakta. Prem par bhakta. Par means more sexy, more superior.
One question. How to reconcile that Ambarish Maharaj is Sudha Bhakta? He worshipped Radha Krishna in Vrindavan. And Hanuman, he is worshipping Ramachandra, serving Ramachandra.
He is serving face to face. Ambarish is sadhak. He is doing Manasi Seva. Understand? Ashtakaliya Leela like. Ambarish was in Mathura, in Madhuban, and also he circumambulated in whole Braja. He went and he felt the glory of Krishna. So he is pure bhakt. But Hanuman, oh, he is Siddha. He was engaging his all senses directly to Ram. Very soon?
This morning, quickly I will announce the name then.
This is it. Very soon?
This morning, the devotees who received initiation, we request you now to stand up. Srila Gurudeva will announce your spiritual new name. Beatrice Lee Kress. Where is he? Or she? Okay.
Oh, where? So this is to come here. Don't delay. I don't want delay. Gone. You should. Vajayanti. Oh, Vajayanti is good name.
Terry Yo Bungers.
Where? Oh, what now?